Thanks for joining us on today's episode of The Business Hammer. Today, I have Jackie Svoboda with me from Lincoln, Nebraska. She's the owner of Luxury Landscapes. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So why don't you just start off, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your company.
Well, as you said, actually co-owner of Luxury Landscape in Nebraska. My husband and I are co-owners. Fairly new company to Lincoln, so we're a young company, but not new to the Lincoln area. My husband has been doing landscaping for, oh my gosh, almost all his life. He hates it when I say that because it tells his age. But he's been doing landscaping for about 45 years. I'm new to landscaping when we launched the company in 2018. My background was physical therapy, and I had been doing physical therapy for, like 27, 28 years, with the last 10 years of that being a rehab director. So, I had some experience, with hiring, firing, managing employees, time management, all that kind of stuff. But then when we launched our business, man, it was an eye-opener. So much more to know just about running and owning your own business.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's a little bit about us. Yeah,
absolutely. So 45 years. Wow.
Yes.
Like I told you before we got on, I had a landscaping business back when I was in my early 20s. And I am just now turning 42. So I've definitely not been doing anything for 45 years, but I'm trying to, there's no way I could do it for 45 years. Like it was hard back when I was in my 20s. Golly, kudos to him. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, he is. That's for sure.
Golly.
Yeah.
So 2018 was 2018 the first time he had owned his own landscaping business, or just that's when you guys started your own thing together?
Yeah, actually, so we've been together for probably, time gets away from us, about 8 years. And when our relationship was, going in a direction that we knew, this is where we wanted to go, eventually get married. We always just wanted to own our own business together.
Sure.
And he was in a different company at that time. And we had the serious discussions. I was totally ready to get out of physical therapy. If that's the direction that we decided to go. He made the decision to leave the company that he had been with for decades.
Right.
And
that's
so,
scary.
we totally launched. Yeah, we took the plunge. We had some really good, deep conversations about where we wanted our business to go, what we wanted to do different, based on what our competitors were doing. And so, we took the leap and we prepared everything we needed to prepare, and we launched in October of 18.
October 18. All right. So you guys weren't doing it super long before COVID came along. So we'll get to that in a minute. So, okay. Tell me real quick. So what do you do different than what your competitors do? What makes you guys stand out in the market?
I really think it comes down to customer communication and just, just being there for our customers, answering the dang phone, and
what a concept, right?
I know. Yeah. In this day and age, everything technology wise, I know people like to text and all that kind of stuff, but, just answer the phone and just have those conversations with customers. Show up to appointments, don't ghost if you made an appointment with a customer. Even if we're running 5 minutes behind, I will reach out and let them know, we're on our way, but, we'll be pulling up in about 5 minutes. So, that just goes a long way. Our customers really appreciate that. And, when we first started off, we were small. We were super small. It was, Ken and I, and we thought we were going to be able to do a lot of the stuff ourselves, at first. And within a couple of months, we quickly learned we need to bring on some crew.
Right.
And so, we hired our first employees. That first year was a huge learning experience with the employees that we brought on. I think at that point we were just looking for any help whatsoever. It was like, we don't care if we hire warm bodies, we just need somebody to push a wheelbarrow. So that first year was a great learning first year. Since then, we have grown our crew to 9. And this last year, we brought on an office assistant because
That's
here I
awesome.
thought, I'm Superwoman. I can, take care of everything myself. I can respond to emails and answer the phone and set up appointments and then there's all the background stuff, like
Hmm.
taxes and, just IRS stuff. I mean, you name it. There's just so much stuff on the back end that people don't realize.
Sure.
And so, yeah, we just realized that we definitely needed some help. So our office assistant is amazing. Continues with the great customer communication, sends out weekly emails to our customers that are in the queue, lets them know when their project is going to be coming up or if we're delayed because of weather, rain,
Sure.
whatever. So yeah, so I mean, in almost 4 years, yeah, we've grown quite a bit, learned a ton, realized we couldn't do everything on our own, so brought in the help we needed.
That's awesome. So
Yeah,
of the people that you first brought on, how many are still with you?
none.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely none. Yeah. And that's okay. Like I
Yeah,
said,
sure.
it was a great learning experience. I'm very, very selective in our hiring process. We have a brand and we have a very good, solid, strong reputation in our city. And we hear lots of really positive feedback from our customers and even from neighbors of projects that we're working on. They will personally walk over and just say, we have to pat you guys on the back. Your crew is amazing.
That's awesome.
They've been very respectful. They clean up when they're done. We don't hear the F-bomb dropped. They laugh and they joke and they're having a great time, but you guys are doing a great job with your crew. And that says so much
Yeah.
about the people that we hire, because I mean, they're the face of our company.
Sure.
They're trucks driving around, they're on our
I mean, they're
customers'
literally
property.
in people, yeah, in people's yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So they have to be respectful of our customers and their property.
It's
Yeah.
funny that you say that. The first guy that I hired for my landscaping business, I was 22, 23 years old. Um, I had a neighbor of the person where he was working call me and say, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that you had two guys out here working today, and the one guy was sleeping in the backyard on the ground." I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you serious?" He's like, "I mean, it's not my money, so I don't really care, but I mean, I thought you
Mhm.
might want to know." I was like, "Yeah, no, I do. I really appreciate you calling me and telling me that." So, I mean, it getting him out early, it was a good idea. The other guy
Right.
actually, so the second employee I hired, he was with me until I sold the company.
Wow.
Shocking. That wasn't an accident. That was not anything good that I did. That's just his work ethic was
Yeah.
exceptional. So that's
Yeah.
funny though. It took me back
Those
to
are
a
the ones
memory
you
I
want to
haven't
hang
thought about in
on
a
to.
while. So, okay. So you
Um,
guys, October 2018, and then fast forward like a year and a half later, COVID hits.
mhm.
So how does that affect the landscapers?
In our industry, it did not affect us in a negative way whatsoever. In fact, it was quite the opposite.
Oh,
I mean, our company exploded.
wow.
We've been experiencing growing pains ever since we launched, and just in growing pains that I think we never anticipated happening that fast. But it's been consistent ever since we launched. But go to when COVID hit, it was even more so.
Yeah.
And I think the reason behind that was people weren't traveling.
Sitting at home
They
in their
were,
backyard.
yep, sitting at home in their backyard looking like, we need to do
This
something
looks
about
rough.
this.
I
Yeah,
haven't been out
really
here in
rough.
10 years. Why does it look so
Yeah.
bad?
Yeah. And instead of spending, 20, 30 grand on a family vacation that they do every year, they're going to spend it on their home.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that we've seen is outdoor living spaces.
Yep.
I mean, people want their own little private personal retreat. So that's like the outdoor kitchens, the fire features, the water features, the swimming pools. I mean, you name it, anything, that they can move inside, outside and just
Yeah.
enjoy that quietly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we've
Absolutely.
we've seen huge. Yeah.
So you guys do all that. You do all the hardscapes, all the water stuff, everything.
We do everything. The only thing that we don't do is lawn mowing or lawn care.
Oh, good for you. I did
Yeah.
lawn mowing. I've mowed so many lawns in my life just from when I owned the landscaping company that golly, when we moved to South Texas, we built on our lot is like this big because we're on North Padre Island. So the lots are just really small. So I have 600 square feet of grass and I still don't want to mow it.
I
That's how
think,
much I hate
well,
mowing.
oh my gosh. I mean, we have a lot of respect for, the lawn care industries. We
It's
really do, because
hard. You
it
got to
is
hustle,
hard work.
man.
Yeah. I mean, and there's so many factors, there's the rain and, employees showing up. I mean, you name it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that's all I ever really wanted to do was landscaping stuff. But it was kind of like the lawn mowing paid the bills and landscaping was a profit. It was kind of how it worked for my company. Again, I
Yeah.
was just a kid when I did it. So who knows what I obviously didn't know what the heck I was doing, but
You
yeah,
had to start somewhere.
yeah, he had to start somewhere, and I knew I didn't want to work for anybody else because that just
Yeah.
was not fun.
Right.
I had to do that once in my life, and it was okay because I had a
Yeah.
good owner, but other than that, it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
So that's awesome though. So okay, you guys are a little bit different than I was. You guys, I'm assuming do snow removal in the
We do.
wintertime. Okay,
Yep. And
so
we only do residential snow removal.
gotcha.
So no commercial.
What
We
type
kind of
of
want to,
what type of percentage of your business is snow removal? Like,
it just depends on the year. Like two
right?
years ago, it was probably early November all the way through early March.
Wow.
This last year, I think we were out maybe 3 times total for just a few hours
Huh.
because we had so little snow.
Interesting.
I mean, we were building retaining walls in December and January of this year because we just didn't
Just
have
didn't
the
get
snow. So
right.
yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, which is good. So either
Yeah.
you're out doing snow removal or, if the ground's not frozen, you're out doing landscaping.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's
So
interesting.
yeah, so a very small percentage of snow removal, but like I
Gotcha.
said, depends on the season.
Sure. Sure. So, how do you guys? How are you set up to grow? Are you trying to still grow? Are you, hey, this is the size we want to be? What do you factor in on whether or not you're still going or if you're just, kind of in a maintenance mode?
It's funny that you asked that because we do have those conversations quite consistently, like, okay, this is where we're at now. Where do we want to continue to take the company?
Sure.
And our goal is, we don't want to or need to be the biggest in our city. We just want to be one of the best.
Sure.
We want customers to have those conversations, that when somebody is looking for a landscaper, hey, this is who you need to call.
Yeah.
um, and I think we're set up for that. We're so busy though. We have so many contracts on the books, that we're in the process right now of hiring 2 more crew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and adding to our fleet, so we can just continue to, get these projects completed in a timely fashion,
Sure.
for our customers. So, yeah, I mean, there's room for growing bigger, and we're okay with that. Do I want 100 employees? Probably not.
Yeah. That's a
I
lot.
think maybe if we could split off into 3 different crews, I'd be
Sure.
completely happy with that.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, where do you guys get most of your business from? Referrals, marketing? What do
Referrals
you
is
do?
huge. Yep. I mean, it's funny that we'll do one project in a neighborhood, and pretty soon now we're going to appointments, to 5 other
All around.
neighbors within
Yeah.
that neighborhood. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So referrals is our biggest, is our
Interesting.
biggest. Yeah.
Interesting. Um, so of new business, what percentage do you think is referrals? 50%, 60%?
I would probably say probably closer to that 60 to
That's
70%.
incredible.
Yeah.
So other than, really good customer service and, the crew being good when they're out, is there something you're doing to try to get these referrals? Are you actively asking for them? Do you incentivize referrals? How do you get so many? That's a lot.
We do have a referral type program, I guess you could say. Um, we don't necessarily ask for them. Again, we are just so busy that I'm very selective on the
Yeah,
type of marketing and the type of advertising that we do. I think we do two small paid advertising campaigns, which is a month, every month.
sure.
Um, I'm very selective too on even just like the free social media type advertising. Um, but I think, the remaining of it comes from, we have a 5-star rating on Google.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
so
That's
I'll,
incredible.
yeah, yeah, thank you. So I'll ask, when we're meeting with a potential customer, how they heard about us. And it's either referral, so and so down the street told me about you, or I saw your truck. Or they'll just say, we saw your outstanding Google reviews
Yeah,
and we knew we had to give you a call.
yeah,
So yeah, we take a lot of pride in that.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, last question for you, and I'll let you go. What do you wish you would have known before October 2018 that would have helped save you a lot of headaches?
Um, I'd probably say brace yourself for the growth. And give yourself some grace. I mean, little did I know that we were going to grow so rapidly and so
Yeah,
quickly. And just understand and realize you can't do it all, and that's okay.
yeah.
Call in the troops. I mean, we have somebody that does our payroll now. And we
That's awesome, isn't it? When you get that off your
Yes.
plate, it's amazing.
Yes. I mean, it's just those things, that are so time
Yep.
consuming, that we can now focus on, giving that great customer service and,
Sure.
trying to get those bids out the door in a timely manner. I'm almost completed with my landscape design degree,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
yeah, about 75% done. Thank you. So I've been really pushing hard to get that done. And, um, just I mean, that is a really good question. I think it's just understanding and realizing, that if you can't do everything yourself, that's totally okay.
Yep.
Just, bring in your team and make it a good, solid team to help you where, can take things off your plate.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great
Yeah.
advice. I love it. Well,
Thank
Jackie,
you.
thank you so much again for your time today. Thank you for sharing kind of your story and your wisdom. And we'll look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
Thanks. I had fun. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Thank you.